Today we're going to be concentrating on business strategic planning. Personal assessment. In any business, you need to have the following characteristics. You need to have a vision, imagination, drive, determination, desire, inspiration, and a work ethic. You will also need skills. You will want to build up a good relationship with someone and provide them something that they find valuable. For this to become a reality, you need to have the ability to manage yourself, interpersonal skills, and how to apply your knowledge and technical product-related skills. Remember, 85% of success in business is based on interpersonal success, 15% on technical skills. The following are rules to live by if you want to succeed in business. It is not how much you know about your product, rather how you are perceived by people. Your service and products must be more valuable than most familiar. And selling is a service, not a contest. Selling is helping, not persuading. The buyer loves to buy, not be sold. Buyers want someone they can trust. Follow-up is a number one, not the close. Great business people truly care and do not manipulate. It should work many times, not just once, to be effective. Be we-oriented, not me-oriented. Communication, not persuasion. And be a helpful person. Buyers want to be sure they can trust you, your company, and your product. They want to be understood. Their goals, fears, and needs must be met. They want to be sure the value outweighs the price, and most people fear making the wrong decision and are reluctant to make any change. Planning and research. You need to plan, organize your ideas, do your research. Get them from surveys at the library and SIC codes and friends. Contacts. Make initial contact. Build a business relationship that results in low tension and high cooperation, but keep it fun. Study. Study the client and his or her needs until you are sure that you understand their situation and need. Proposal. Give solutions to persons' problems or concerns. Get the client to understand how you can help. Confirm. You need some confirmation that a sale has taken place, in the form of a handshake, a check, for a job well done. Assurance. Customer must be satisfied. Many people fail in business because they do not have proper planning and market research and do not prospect very well, and do not know their competition and do not pre-plan their calls and are reluctant to make new calls and not build strategies for working with their customers. When you take the plunge into a new business, the responsibility of whether the business makes it or not is up to you. The time that you put into your business will determine exactly what you will get out of it. Anyone who wants to be successful in their business can be if they work on it every day and have the desire to be successful. It is up to you to do the following. Create a strategy and plan long-term development. Establish short-term goals to not get overwhelmed. Set up your policies. Determine how your money will be spent, and have a plan to ensure growth. Many people plan but stop right there. You need to put a plan into action. Effective planning. Define your goals. Collect your data. Determine your priorities. Develop your plan. Implement your plan, but most importantly, follow up. You need to concentrate on two markets, the natural market and the chosen market. The natural market is one you have already made inroads with. Friends, neighbors, past employment contacts, people you do business with now. Evaluate the demographics characteristics of each of these people and maximize your efficiency and hence not waste your time or theirs. Age, occupation, length of time known, how well known, how often seen, ability to provide referrals, and approachability are extremely important. Get two names from school friends, neighbors, people you know through your spouse, through your children, through your hobbies, social clubs, community activities, past employment friends, etc. The list goes on and on. A chosen market is one you choose to enter. You want to build a reservoir of potential clients. You want to develop a list of names of key people you will later contact. For example, if you attend women's group meetings such as NAFE, National Association of Female Executives, carry business cards with you and be sure to give them out. In return, ask for theirs. People like to do business with people they know. Next, qualify your prospects. You need enough information about people to make contact with them. A company name alone is not enough. You will need to get an individual's name and title, address, and phone number. The person must have a probable need that you can fill, the ability to purchase, and the authority to make the buying decision. The person needs to be aware of your field in order to understand and appreciate what you have to offer. Your time is better spent when you do not have to explain yourself. Telephoning prospect. After getting research and figuring out who to call, try this proven method. Hello. When they ask if they can help you, say, I hope you can. Perhaps you could put me in the correct department. My name is, and I'm looking for the person in charge of hiring outside trainers. Who might that be? Would you connect me, please? And thank you so much. When you get the person on the phone, say, hello, my name is, and I do. I'm not sure if you would find value in my service. However, in order to find out, would you mind answering just a few questions for me? Okay. Do you feel that your salespeople have an understanding about how they communicate to others through their appearance? Do you know that people judge us statistically by 93% of what we wear and how we act before we speak? Would you like to increase the effectiveness of your employees and bring them to greater productivity? The reason I ask is that I have developed a program to help people become experts on themselves so that they can take their mind off of how they look and feel and stay on task and become more productive. I would like to send you some information, and if you like what you see, I would love to have the opportunity to meet with you to discuss this further. If not, perhaps you know someone that you feel my program would be beneficial to. If you get a positive response, pin down a time. Today is Monday. How about if I give you a call on Tuesday next week after you've had a chance to look over my information? Or if you get a negative response, thank you so much for your time. In the follow-up, sir, did you receive my information? Give them some options if they are hesitating, such as doing a shorter presentation. Assure them that their turnover and productivity problems would improve by your program information. Evaluating potential for services and products. From your demographics, you will be able to determine who is likely to buy, what their educational levels are, what age group is. This information helps you to position yourself to know what to advertise and to who. My findings are to advertise to papers and publications that have as their readership people who are style and appearance conscious, socially oriented, and self-confident people. Look for people that will save these people future time and money and prefer to rely on one person and their products. You will want to create curiosity about what you do. Encourage people to tell their friends or ask their friends. Next, use original and entertaining themes. You need to assure customers before the purchase by increasing the certainty that your service and products will be good. People will be assured they made the right choice. Examples of this are a money-back guarantee. Always satisfy your clients. Set up a prospect file. Cross-reference cards by filing both monthly and alphabetically. Assign an A through E letter code. Devote your time to A and B prospects. There are 3 reasons why people spend money. They trust you. They like your products. They see value in your purchase. You need to sell yourself and be worthy in the client's eyes. You need to involve your client's feelings about your product or service. People will buy based on feeling, but they will usually justify their buying decision on logic. Customer service is vital to your business. Read Joe Girard's How to Sell Anything to Anybody. It's much, much more expensive to generate new customers than to keep existing ones. The key to continued success is showing the customer how to maximize the use of whatever was purchased and learned. Here are some ways how. Send a note telling them you were thinking of them and encourage them to call with any questions they have. Send a clipping from newspaper or magazines you think they might enjoy. Send holiday, birthday, or other special cards to them. Make a list of names of clients, spouse, and children and refer to them by name when you write or call them. Write down your mission and live by it. Seminars, consultations, and fees. Based on what you want to make, you will establish a fee schedule. If your goal is to make $50,000 a year, your hourly time should be worth approximately $26 an hour on a 40-hour week. Set time goals by looking at your calendar and deciding what you want to have a class. Give yourself at least 2 weeks. If you decide to have 15 people in the class, you may end up with 10, but this is okay. You still have achieved your time goal. You will be prepared and successful, and word will spread for a larger class the next time. Begin with a subject you really know. Earn the right to respect through organizations, companies, and schools. A good number for a group of people is 15 to 20 people. You will be surprised how a few hours a day on the telephone will materialize into she's an expert. Make use of your public library in the business directories and city magazines and newspapers. These libraries are filled with ideas, and librarians can be of extreme help in helping you. Remember, it is people's nature to want to help. Librarians will knock themselves out to find you the information that you need. Be sure what your customer profile is. Is it sales organization, retail? These can be found in the SIC directories at the library. You are free to compile all the information to help you begin. When ready to call, gather information from people. People will be happy to refer you to someone if they cannot use you, but you need to ask. You can choose to direct mail by securing a mailing list from the Yellow Pages or SIC codes information from the library. Always evaluate your leads. Can this company or person afford your service? Can you acquire business from them? Is there a possibility of building an ongoing business relationship with them? Plan one workshop every other month. This gives you a schedule to create and time to get people in it. The workshop should start out no more than half of a day, but preferably 2 hours. You should not leave your home for under $100 per day. If you do not see enough value in what you do, people will follow that kind of thinking. She must not be that valuable. If you hold a seminar for 10 people and each person pays $15, you will make $150. The trick is to keep your expenses under $50 so that you can walk away with $100 profit. You also can take into consideration the sale of the products as profit. You also charge for individual consultations. $50 an hour is a good place to begin. You can work up to more. Hotels have meeting rooms that you can rent. In figuring out the charge per person, be sure to include all of your costs from advertising to paper, room charges to coffee, and materials. Remember, people will teach you how to deal with them if you listen and pay attention to the messages that they send. There are no traffic jams in that extra mile. Confidence and goal setting. Living a balanced life is critically important to achieving success in any area. There are 10 areas of life: educational, family, social, spiritual, physical, mental, career, financial, material, and entertainment. Think about your goals in each of these areas. Be specific and think big. How to gain self-confidence. Acknowledge past successes. Think positive. Don't take things personally. Acknowledge your strengths. Set goals and meet them, and persevere. Remember, it's not how extreme your vision is that determines success, but rather how powerful motivates you. The secret of success is constancy to purpose, and nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Remember those quotes. Some people keep going even when they get stuck or fail again and again. Consider the hapless politician who compiled this record. Failed in business, defeated for legislator, second failure in business, suffered nervous breakdown, defeated for speaker, for elector, for Congress, for Senate, for vice president, and for Senate, elected president in 1860. Who was that fool who kept on going in spite of so many failures? That fool was Abraham Lincoln. Time management is used to turn your goals into reality. You will need some system that gives you a place to put down goals for the day, scheduled appointments, and a to-do list. Most office supply stores have day timers, or you can get Time Mastery from Deluxe or a Franklin planner. Whatever you choose, the planner will not do you any good unless you use it on a daily basis. You can make your own plan sheet by listing on an 8.5 by 11 paper, listing the following in a form compatible to your needs, just listing the telephone, the lunch, and the correspondence. Get the most out of your time. Study difficult things first. Know your best time of day. Use waiting time. Use a regular work area. Work when you are alert. Use that library. Pay attention to your attention. Talk on the phone during business about business. Learn to say the word no. Prepare beforehand. Call ahead. Avoid noise distractions. Do not let others misuse your time. Ask, what is one task I can accomplish toward my goal? Ask, am I being too hard on myself? Am I too much of a perfectionist? Would I pay myself for what I'm doing right now? Can I do just one more thing? Am I making time for things that are important but not urgent? How can I just waste time? Could I find the time if I really wanted to? And am I willing to promise my time? The last part of your module is payback analysis. In figuring out your expenses on your financial worksheet, looking at your earnings and seeing if you are making the profit that you need. It is good to figure this out quarterly so that you can stay focused on profit instead of on loss. I highly recommend an accountant. They are worth every penny, as they literally can give you tips on how to save money.